Shalom is real. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. I want to thank Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai for for allowing me to do another lesson. And as they as we say in the Sabbath service, Barakatah Yahweh, HaHawa'ah, Nathanganawa, Award La Ra'ah, which is blessed through Yahweh that gives us the lights to see. Okay, and this lesson is going to stem off of what we were going into in camp yesterday. All right, that at the end of the day, you're going to see, all right, that Esau is the devil. Okay, and he's going to show his horns through that RFID chip. Okay, and just like ancient Rome, you see, because history always repeats itself, and just like ancient Rome, which I'm going to get in a little bit. You know, the Israelites built ancient Rome. Okay, the Israelites built America. You know, the Israelites were blamed for the fall of ancient Rome. All right, and the Israelites is gonna be blamed for the fall of America. Okay, and when I say they were blamed for the fall of ancient Rome, I'm talking about the I believe it was the western portion, because the eastern portion, it's like if I'm getting mixed up, but the eastern portion was ruled by Constantine, which lasted another 1,000 years. Okay, you know, so this is it says Great Fire of Rome. The Great Fire of Rome was an urban fire that occurred in July of 64 AD. The fire began in the merchant shops around Rome's Chariot Stadium, Circus Maximus, on the night of July 19th. After 6 days, the fire was brought under control, and before the damage could be measured, the fire reignited and burnt for another 3 days. In the aftermath of the fire, 2/3 of Rome had been destroyed. According to Tacitus and later Christian tradition, Emperor Nero blamed the devastation on the Christian community in the city, initiating the empire's first persecution against the Christians. All right, the Christians are those who follow Yahweh Shai, which in the Bible we call him Jesus Christ, but we know his name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, because the transliteration of Jesus is Joshua, which is Yahweh Shai. All right, because Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly knows Jesus Christ, is a Hebrew. It says that in Hebrews 7:14. Okay, he's a Judite. Some modern historians, including the Princeton classicist Brent Shaw, have cast doubt on the traditional view that Nero blamed the Christians for the fire. Okay, and what do we see now? We see, all right, you had the Texas shooting, in which the guy in the manifesto, I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. All right, but it goes into how now there's a uproar. All right, because you have a lot of the northern tribes coming over from Central America coming over here, and now you have a lot of people who don't like that. You know, they feel like this place is going to get worse. The murder rate is going to go up. Okay, so hey man, Esau is getting ready to really show you how much he hates you. Okay, Esau is really getting ready to show you how much he really hates you. Okay, so this is Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, I'm gonna start at 9 actually. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. You know, and as this place is falling, Esau is going to show you, because right now, it's still, which Esau is showing you, Jakes, that he hates you. All right, shooting you Jakes down aimlessly in the streets. Okay, hey, Trump himself is showing you, hey, Trump himself is a known racist, man. Shows you that they don't like you. All right, but Esau is truly going to show his horns. All right, when this place go down, because best believe Esau is going to push another terrorist attack, because they always go through, which we always get into. All right, order at chaos. All right, which is a Latin word meaning order out of chaos. It's like order ad chaos, which means order out of chaos. Okay, which also proves that this place is Rome as well. So it says a friend cannot be known in the prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Okay, so Esau is going to show you that he hates you. All right, the more you know, as time goes on, there's going to be more shootings. There's going to be more false flags attacks, and guess who's going to blame? All right, they're going to blame you, so-called Hispanics. All right, best believe that. All right, and it also goes into them, blaming us, the Israelites, because they already pushed us off as Muslims. Okay, so it says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. Because, hey, that's how Esau moves. If he can use you for his benefit, he will use you. But once that benefit is over, once America is already built, it's already established off the backs of the slaves, guess what? Fuck you. It's fuck you then. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Now, when you look into Daniel chapter 2, let me see. But I think it's Daniel 7. Bear with me. Damn, Slovakia. Okay, so back at this Slovakia. This is Daniel 2, verse 32. It says this image, because in Daniel 2, all right, Nebuchadnezzar, he had a dream which he couldn't interpret it. So the Lord put the spirit on Daniel, and he gave him the knowledge to break it down. Okay, so this is going into the image of that Nebuchadnezzar seen in his dream. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms was of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron. Okay, and when you get into it, all right, I believe Daniel 7 actually breaks it down. It's Daniel 7 or 8, Salakia. It breaks it down to where these different precious metals, or these different metals, they represent the kingdoms. All right, the strongest kingdoms that rule the earth. All right, first you had the Babylonians, and then the Medo-Persians, and then the Greeks, and fourth was the Romans. When you go into it, so it says, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them in pieces. Oh, okay, Salakia. Let's skip down. So I'm going to start back at Daniel 2 and 32. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Okay, so the last and final kingdom, which were the feet. All right, because when you look at somebody, you look at it from head to toe. All right, the head will be the beginning. All right, and the toe would basically be the ending. All right, to where it would be the end of all these kingdoms. All right, so the feet were iron and part clay. Okay, so now let's go to Daniel 7. I think it's verse 7. All right, so now Daniel 7 breaks down, goes more in depth of the image of Daniel 2. but it refers to them as, instead of metals. This one in Daniel 7 refers to those same beasts as Salak. It refers to those same metals as beasts. All right, so let's go. Daniel 7:4. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given into it. Okay, as I just went into, the first was the Babylonian Empire. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side. Okay, and another beast would be the Medo-Persian Empire. All right, in which the Persians, that's why I said it raised up itself on one side, because the Persians eventually took down the Medes. All right, and raised itself up on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, which I believe when you go into it's Libya, Egypt, and Media. And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, going into Greece, all right, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, all right, because the original ruler, all right, of Greece was or at this time, the original ruler of Greece, of the Grecian Empire, was Alexander the Great. But when he died, he had 4 generals to stand up, in his stead. And dominion was given to it. After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast. This is Rome, because Rome came after Greece. Dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. Okay, so this proves, all right, that that the legs, all right, was going into the feet. All right, because the feet are a part of the legs, going into Rome. All right, so the iron represents the Rome. All right, and more in depth, it says it had great iron teeth, because their army was very strong. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And there was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. All right, so the beast, the 4th beast, or Rome, which we always go into, but I just want to give a quick understanding of what time we living in. Okay, the 4th beast, or Rome, which is now known as America, all right, will show his horns. Okay, and like the scripture said, just as iron rusteth. All right, let me just grab it once more. Sirach 12:10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching. All right, people think that this place is their rest, especially you tribes. You think you're equal. All right, no, you're not slaves. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And that's us of the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as it is written, the Most High is the power of knowledge. Okay, and it says, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, and in the end, you're going to see this. All right, that's what this lesson is about. Esau's rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right, you're going to see that this place is Rome. All right, and just as ancient Rome, all right, wasn't for you, you were there to build it up, and that's it. That's how it is today. Okay, so this is Revelations 13:15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, because the beast, all right, which this beast goes into Daniel 7, the 4th beast. Okay, that the image of the, which, let me just grab the precept. Alright, so I'm going to jump straight to the point. Revelation 17 and 12. Alright, going to prove that this is the fourth beast, or Rome. And this is, in the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but have received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Going into what? We just read it. I'm going to read it once more. Daniel chapter 7. Alright, because those 10 kings are the same as the 10 horns. Daniel 7 and 7. To this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay? So that's the same as what we just read in Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, will receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Alright? With the beast, or the fourth beast. Alright, so this is Revelations 13 and 16. It says, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Slaki, verse 15. Slaki, I'm jumping the gun. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Alright, and this is going to happen. Alright. Well, this is happening now, actually. Alright. Esau is giving life unto the image of the beast. Okay, that the image of the beast should both speak. Okay, and if something is speaking, what? That means it's alive. And cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. Okay, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor. So Esau is getting ready to show you, look, this is who I am, and if you don't worship me, you're going to be put to death. Going to show you that his wickedness is not altogether wiped away. Alright? Going to show you that, hey, he is Rome. Okay, he is the beast. Alright? And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's what's happening to this very day. You have this guy Elon Musk pushing for Neuralink, alright, to basically chip you, alright, and download you to the Internet of Things, alright. But it'll do more than that. It'll control you. They'll be able, Esau, Edom, alright, the leaders of the leaders of this place, alright, the leaders of the beast, if you will, alright, Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian man, or the Caucasian man today, alright, they want to control you. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know? So Esau is going to, hey, you don't take the chip, you're going to die. But if you do take the chip, the Most High is, you know, hey, he's going to destroy you with a nuclear fire. You know? And you're going to feel bad for it in the next life. You know? So it's best just not to take the chip. Alright? But the point of the lesson, which, you know, Lord willing, you Akim understood, okay, is that, Esau is going to show you his horns. Okay? Esau is going to show you his horns. You know? That he is the wicked. Okay? That he's going to show you how much he hates you, you tribes. Alright? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Alright? The scripture said in Revelation 12 and 12, knowing that he had but a short time, he's going to come through like a madman, sparing none. Okay? Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you Akim will edify. Shalom to the elect.